is here today to give us a little bit of information about the program that is burgeoning over at the Simmons Center. You ready for it?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And I will only be a couple minutes because I have most of the commissioners, dare I say all the commissioners, have been abreast of the program, made very well aware of what we do. I'm primarily presenting, hoping that there is some residents in the meeting tonight, and as well as some citizens at large. But even the citizens most citizens of Inkster have heard of us. We've been around now since 2013. We Rise started as the Episcopal Church Rising Stars Initiative, just to give you a little bit of background. It was the Episcopal Church's answer to stopping the school-to-prison pipeline. The church collaborated with the Wayne County Mental Health Authority, NCADD, Diablo and Associates, and we began the Rising Stars Inkster Collaborative. Later changed to We Rise Inkster Collaborative after we came out of the church, primarily because the partnership, the collaboration was just too much for just the church. So we offered it to the wider citizenry, and we were working at the rec center with the city of Inkster. How we ended up collaborating with Inkster Housing. One, the children in housing were always our priority. They had always been the majority of the children in our program. Our passion for them began after Inkster Public Schools closed and those children were dispersed and left without so many activities. So we are an after-school program. And I will give you a quick, I've had our brochure uploaded. All of the commissioners should have it. There are brochures at 4500 at the main office, and there has been brochures distributed in housing to the citizens. We'd hope to get out and knock on some doors. We'll wait for the next warm day. But who we are, very quickly, yeah. We missed last week, but I'm going whether it's warm or not.
Miss Linton.
I'm sorry.
Miss Linton.
Yes, ma'am.
If I could just break in 1 second. Miss Sutton, if you could share screen me, I can bring up the brochure.
Okay, and I'm not going to make this long presentation again. I hope there are some residents in the meeting tonight.
Can you get it? Yes.
Did you get it? Okay.
Yes. Can you guys see it?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
That's because I haven't screen shared yet.
Do you want me to keep going while you're trying to get that up?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. So very quickly, who we are, the We Rise Inkster Collaborative is a collaboration between the Inkster Housing Commission, the NCADD, Diablo and Associates, New Step Community Development Corporations, the citizens, churches, and many organizations in and around the city of Inkster. I'm going to skip down to our purpose. The purpose of this collaboration is to support our children and youth by providing a safe and positive place for them to grow and discover the greatness in each of them. We Rise mobilizes parents, legislators, school officials, and community stakeholders in a unified effort to provide all resources and services needed to combat the school-to-prison pipeline, as well as other obstacles and negative forces that would thwart our children's path to greatness. And our motto is that there is greatness in everyone. So once you get that up, you'll see some of our pictures, some of the things that we've done. And I will go over to talk about just the after-school program, and then I'll tell you about this other vast undertaking we've taken on. But the after-school enrichment is Mondays and Tuesdays initially. So pre-COVID, all of that, this is what we do and hope to get back to soon. 3:15 to 3:30, we have a snack. 3:30 to 4, we have a round table. That's when we would talk about the children's day, what's going on, talk about fights and problems. And oddly enough, they would do a lot of peer support, and so they would solve each other's problems during those round tables. On Mondays from 4 to 5, we have workshops. That's where the NCADD comes in with crisis intervention, anger management, public speaking. So there are various workshops. 5 o'clock, we would go into our passions, interests, and abilities. Again, we believe that there's greatness in every child. We do a gifts assessment, find out what their gifts are, what their interests are, what their passions are, and get them involved in activities that would further them along in their passions and interests. We believe that prisons are full of untapped gifts, talents, and abilities. So we want, as a community, to find out what our children's gifts are and help them thrive in those gifts. 6:30, we have dinner, and I mean grandma's dinner, not just any kind of dinner. They eat good. And then at 7 o'clock, dismissal. On Tuesdays, we have from 4 to 5:30, reading, writing, and public speaking. I had an army of reading tutors. There were 1 tutor per 2 children. Unfortunately, most of our tutors were the seniors, and so some of them are willing to come out now, some are not. So we haven't reinstituted the reading tutoring yet because it's very intimate when you're trying to teach somebody to read. But 4 to 5:30, reading, writing, and public speaking. 5:30 to 7, again, passions, interests, and abilities. Some of that was modeling, fashion design, African dance and drum, culinary arts, which they love, a lot of writing, poetry writing, so different things, but different gifts, talents, and abilities. Again, dinner at 7, dismissal at 7:30. On a monthly basis, on the third Thursday, we have parent enrichment night, and we are still doing that now. So the parents would come out, we would have someone out to enrich their lives, to talk about how to navigate the schools in terms of learning disabilities and that. Find out what resources they need, food, furniture, whatever they need.